Wasn't running like morning jog running. This dude was running like someone was chasing him. He was moving so fast he could hardly stand up straight. He was running like someone was after him. He was running so fast it was hard to breathe. He was running so fast because someone was chasing him. He was running so fast that he could hardly keep his feet underneath his body. And he had to keep moving. He had to keep going. He couldn't slow down because if he slowed down, they would catch him. And if they caught him, they would kill him. He could not stop. So he ran and he ran and he ran. He ran until his legs burned. He ran until his lungs smoldered like charcoal. He ran until his heart punched the inside of his chest like a prize fighter. He ran and he ran and he ran and he could not stop because if he stopped, the king's hitmen would catch him and they would kill him. He could not stop. He had to go. He had to run. He had to move. He jumped over boulders. He jumped over logs. He slipped on a patch of leaves but quickly rolled and came back to his feet and he moved and he moved and he moved and he struggled to breathe. Sweat was pouring down his face. It was drenching his beard. His face was getting red. His eyes were starting to hurt, starting to burn from the sweat that was dripping down into them. But he could not stop. He could not slow down. He had to make it to safety. There were caves on the other side of the field. If he could get to the caves, he would be safe. He could lose them in the caves, but they were too far. As he thought about it, he realized he would never make it. They were miles away. He had to find somewhere to stop, somewhere to slow down, somewhere to catch his breath. But between the woods and the cave, there was nothing. There was a field, and that was it. There was no city. There was no inn. There was nowhere he could eat, nowhere he could lie down. But he had to stop. He was going to collapse. He wasn't going to make it. He had to find somewhere to breathe, somewhere to drink, somewhere to eat, somewhere to get a weapon to defend himself. And there was nowhere. The only thing between the woods and the cave was the sanctuary. And the sanctuary didn't have very much. But the more he ran, and the closer he got to the edge of the woods, he realized he had to stop at the sanctuary. He was going to collapse if he didn't. And he made a beeline for the sanctuary as he broke through the line of the woods. And he headed directly to the front door. Now, in the sanctuary was a priest. And the priest looked out the window, and he saw the outlaw coming. He didn't know why he was running, but he knew something was wrong. And that scared the priest a little bit. So he headed to the entrance. And the outlaw tore through the woods. He tore through the field. He hopped over the small stream, his legs pumping like pistons, his arms thrashing the air, gasping for breath. And he dove up the one step into the sanctuary, and he landed in the arms of the priest, and he collapsed. Chest heaving, sweat dripping, his legs tingling. And the priest looked down at the man. He said, something's not right. You really shouldn't be here all alone. What do you need? What is wrong? The man panted, water. First thing I need is water. And the priest motioned to some of the junior priests in training to bring a skin of water as quickly as they could. And they brought the water nearby, and they poured it into the man who gulped as if he'd never had a drink in his life. And slowly, he started to catch his breath. I need food, he said, trying to stand up. Slow down, said the priest. I don't know why you're running, but you're safe here for the moment. What you need before you eat, you need to catch your breath. If you try to eat now, it's all going to come back up. Slow down. Take a few deep breaths. Let's cool you down, have some more water, and then you can tell us what's wrong. Thank you, said the man. But there is no time. I need food. I know, said the priest. You said that. But tell me, before I feed you, why are you here? Well, now the outlaw was in a tough spot. If he told the truth, the priest might feel obligated to turn him in to the king, and he would be killed. But on the other hand, he didn't really want to lie to a priest. So he chose his words very carefully, and he told the smallest lie he could. Now, that lie wound up getting a lot of people killed, but that's a story for another day. The outlaw thought up the smallest lie he could. I'm coming from the king, he said. He sent me on a mission, and I really can't talk about it. I'm meeting some other folks in the caves just on the other side of the field. And I had to leave in a hurry, so I didn't pack anything I need. If you can help me, the king would be very grateful. Okay, said the priest. You're starting to slow down. Take a few more deep breaths, and let me explain the situation. This is not a Publix. We don't have food here. You came to a sanctuary. We don't have a food kitchen. We don't have a pantry. We don't have food. I can tell you're very hungry, and let me tell you what I have. The only thing I have that you could eat is the sacred bread. It's not mine. It's an offering to God. Now, technically, I'm not supposed to give it to you, but I can tell you need it, and I don't think God would want me to withhold it. So I will give you the holy bread, but promise me you will take it seriously before you eat it, or before you feed it to any of the men you're meeting. Can you do that? Absolutely, said the outlaw. Thank you so much. You are saving my life. I just need one more thing. Okay? Tell me what you need, I'll see what I can do. This was the big one. I left without preparing, he said. I'm in danger, and I don't have a weapon. I need a weapon. Son, where do you think you are? This is a sanctuary. Look on the walls. Do you see battle axes? We don't keep weapons here. We can get you the bread. We can get you some water. But as far as a weapon, I'm sorry, you're on your own. No, he said. That can't be. You've got to have something. Anything. A spear, a sword, a dagger, a pocket knife, a ninja star, something. Give me something to protect myself. I'm sorry, the priest said. If I had anything, I'd give it to you, but I don't. I am a priest. This is a holy place. We don't keep weapons here. There's nothing I... Oh, no, wait a second. I haven't thought about this in a long time. Tell you what. Actually, I have one weapon. I have one weapon. You're not going to believe this. It's your weapon. Thank God, said the outlaw. I really appreciate you giving it to me. I'll repay you somehow. No. Hold on, said the priest. Did I say I would give it to you? I can't give it to you because it's already yours. I don't have a weapon. I have your weapon. Remember? Remember that day? I don't know how it got here, but somehow it wound up in this sanctuary, and I've been taking care of it. I've taken very good care of it. It's back with the holy things. I keep it wrapped up. I completely forgot about it, but it's back there. You've got to have me mistaken, said the outlaw. I don't have any weapons here. I don't know what day you're talking about, but whatever you have, I need it. Oh, come on, cut it out, said the priest. You remember that day. You couldn't possibly forget that day. Oh, you have forgotten. Maybe it's good that you came here. Let me get it for you.